very own Shamier Anderson and Ben Johnson. So another round of applause for these two folks. So Shamier, we touched on a little bit. We had a red carpet in Scarborough, world premiere in Scarborough. You did a community run here in Scarborough. This doesn't happen. Why was it important for you to make it happen in our hometown?
For people to feel like they can touch and feel this experience. I mean, from my experience at least coming up, Hollywood always felt so far, and we wanted to bring it home. I wanted people to know that this man is a community man. Ben Johnson came from our community. And then let individuals understand that it's possible. And so the best way to do that is to see it and believe it and feel it. So that's what we did. We brought the premiere to Scarborough. We brought the red carpet to Scarborough. We screened the movie at the Cineplex. We brought Bev to Scarborough, did a community run in Scarborough, Q&A in Scarborough. And hopefully, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years down the line, or 2 months down the line, people can look back at these photos and look back at this moment and be like, wow, there are no rules. It doesn't have to be cookie cutter. And I think that's really important for me because I didn't have that same opportunity, coming up, growing up here.
I love that answer, man. As a kid growing up here, I didn't think that everything was possible, to be very honest. I think obviously we grow up with a bit of an underdog mentality. Scarborough has always been kind of the little brother to Toronto. So to see you, to see your brother, to see Ben, to see all these great Scarborough kids achieve these amazing accomplishments is the only reason that people like me exist. Because I actually have a story to talk about. I have the actual proof to say a kid from Scarborough can do anything and Scarborough to the world. So Shamier, thank you. Ben, thank you so much. And Ben, we'll talk about the scroll. I want to talk about the scroll that actually both of you received from Councillor Parthy Kendall. How does it feel to receive that recognition from a city official?
Well, it's been very nice to recognize such a long time. Growing up in Scarborough and chilling up with Scarborough, and coming back here 38 years later to receive this honor is a very touching. Bring back lots of memories. It's a good times. I don't keep negativity. I keep very positive attitude and very positive mind, and that's what keep me going through life up until this point. So it was good to see like a good turnout to support the player and Shamier Andersons and some of the people that make this thing possible.
Amazing. And Shamier, what does it mean to you to get a scroll in a Nike fleece? Thank you, Tim.
Definitely a first. I received an award from a city official in Texas and do that. Pretty cool. But very touched. These things, I've seen so much, and I've been able to build an incredible body of work, and it feels like I'm just getting started. And at times I feel like the rookie, and at times I feel like the rookie and the vet. And these moments here mean more than everyone knows. My mother, I give her all my awards. I give her all the plaques. And her house literally looks like the Toronto Zoo of Shamier Stefan artifacts, or the Royal Museum rather. But I'm just so grateful that I'm here, being able to literally honor this man while he's still breathing, and being able to take this. Oftentimes people get their flowers after they're gone, and it's so important for me that this man's getting his flowers while he's here and present. And we are all here because of Ben Johnson. We are all here because of you.
I never thought I would be
64. So that's what that means to me. So thank you, Parthy. Thank you, Toronto. Thank you, Scarborough. I cherish these things more than you know. But at the same time, I give them right back to everybody, and I really mean that.
Thank you, Shamier. You talk about your body of work. If you don't know this man's IMDb, you should look it up because you've played so many different roles. And my favorite was Tracker in John Wick Chapter 4, when you play. And I made a meme. I know you saw it. You're the only one that John Wick couldn't hurt. You're the only one. And you watch the whole John Wick trilogy, and he hurts everybody except for you. So I just had a question. When it comes to the roles that you've played through your career, Where does this rank all time in terms of, I guess, number one, just the enjoyment of playing it, and number two, the challenge? Because this is a very challenging role for you to play. It is a satirical comedy, not really something that I would say most of your roles are like. So explain that to me, and if you can share it with the audience.
Yeah, this one takes the cake. It's definitely number one for me because of the cultural specificity. The fact that this is the first time ever where I'm playing a Scarborough man who's Jamaican from East Scarborough. I get so many beautiful scripts and stories that I get to tell, and some things are kind of out of my wheelhouse, and some things are a little close. This one was just perfect. So it was important for me, not just on screen, but off screen, to really do this man justice to his story. And there's a physical component. I am not a professional athlete. I am not a sprinter. So I had to put a lot of training in. I had to do a lot of work with my trainers. And then also, there's a dialect component because Ben's Jamaican. And Ben has an accent, even though sometimes he thinks he doesn't. And it's, I actually, because of the cultural specificity, no joke, I'm not just saying this, I had my mom coach me on the show. So I'd send my mom the scripts. In the morning, she would send me voice memos of how to say the lines. And she would do that like every day. And we would work. I have times at like nighttime, I'd come home from work, from set, and I would call my mom and we would FaceTime and we would go through the script together. And the best thing about having your mom as your dialect coach is that I don't have to pay her in money, I just pay her in love. It's pay her in love. So my mom really did coach me on this role. So thank you, Mom, for helping me.
Shout out, Mom. Shout out, Mom. So let's talk about, you talked about mannerisms and becoming Ben Johnson. Ben, when you saw Shamier, he did the Jamaican accent, the mannerisms, and become an athlete or a sprinter, what was your first reaction to seeing him transform into playing you?
Here's a funny joke. We were going back from the hotel to the airport. We were in the limousine together, and I said, Shamier, I want to talk to you very, very seriously, And he goes, something's wrong? Do I do something wrong? And I got him for a while. And I said, no, nothing like that. Everything's positive. Shamier playing me is a very honor. This guy has been in a lot of great movies, John before and many more to come. He's very smart. He make adjustments very easily, very fast to play me, and so to speak, the way I talk sometimes. Sometimes when I get excited or try to talk to fans, I get a stutter. But I never talked like this. I was imitating my brother at a young age, and I started talking like him. So that's what making fun with somebody. God punished me for that. But nevertheless, it's a great honor to make Shamier, and he's a great guy. He's a funny guy. He's outspoken and everything like that. And I'm happy to be in his presence and his family and so forth. And his mom cooked very well, very sweet, and very, very nice. So those things I appreciate very much, and I take this to the heart. And Mark and Anthony Farrell, who make this possible, and also the team that designed the Ben Johnson Hit the Player, who believe in my story, who believe in me. I very appreciate it too, for me to be alive to see this day come to pass. So
it's amazing. Shout out to Anthony and Mark, the creators and series producers of the show. And he actually shared something really funny. Is that in our previous Q&A, that Shamier and Ben would be standing in the room, and then they would be looking for Shamier because you look so similar. It's actually crazy. I don't know how they aged you up to look like that, but it was really cool. So I want to talk about the show in episode 2, Ben. It's titled White Father. So it's an episode that talks about the bond between you and your coach. A very important relationship, and that was Shamier and Christian, I want to say, in the show. How close was that to how it actually was in real life with you and your coach?
Well, when I first came up to Canada in 1976, April 29, 1 year later, I met Charlie through my brother, because my brother, went to also track and field. And he got a scholarship to go to the States, and then after 2 years later, he quit the track club, worked for himself, catering, sweeping the floor at the university to pay his school, because he never wanted to do track and field. But he used his body as a vehicle to get in there, to get a scholarship, to get an education, get married, and have great kids in Texas right now. But by saying so, meeting Charlie back in those days, it was a great honor to meet Charlie, coming back from the 72 Olympic Games, and decided he wanted to develop a track and field club. It's called Scarborough Optimist Track Club. And Charlie looked at me, I try to look up Charlie as my father to be like, because my father was in Jamaica, and as a young kid, me and Charlie was our bond, and we get close together and we do things great over the years. And we design in track and field where most sprinters now and coaches now is copying our workout and our program, and everybody's running fast like they are the one who designed, and everybody, so we are the true pioneer of track and field today. We are the game changer. We are the blueprint of track and field.
Yes.
It doesn't matter who said, the coaches now or the athletes say now, we are the pioneer of track and field. We make it the way it is right now.
I love that.
I really get
Shout out to the pioneers. Shout out to the pioneers and the Scarborough Optimist Club. We're gonna make T-shirts for that or something.
We gotta make something.
We gotta find a T-shirt. There's gotta be a logo. Ben, if you know where we can find a logo for that, we can make a T-shirt for that.
That's right. Yeah.
All right. Okay, let's do that. Shamier, I want to ask you, and obviously preparing for this role, it's one thing to go from looking at the script, looking at the series, to actually transforming into Ben. When you first, I want to know your first day on set. When you put on the shoes, you put on the uniform, how did that feel?
So I have a lot of basketball shorts in my closet, and when I had to put on these particular shorts, let's just say I can feel a lot of the wind. Them shorts were short, but shout out Casey and the entire wardrobe department. I mean, this is a period piece, so we had to get costumes and wardrobe that were of the time, of the 80s and 90s, and it was gorgeous to see the colors and the palettes and the textures of that time. And because the clothes were very revealing, I had to stay in the gym and not eat too many Real McCoy burgers. Shout out to Real McCoy.
Shout out George.
Shout out George. So that the first day on set was very euphoric for me because it was my first job back in Scarborough and playing this man. And not to get too heady, lofty, or weird, but I really, really love what I do. I love acting. And it's very spiritual for me. And so before all the chaos, before all the glam and the glitz, I always take a minute to just reflect before I step on set and understand why I'm there and my North Star and my mission and why I'm doing this and who I'm doing this for. And in my private moments, I just have a lot of gratitude. And so these are kind of the things that I think about that really give me the confidence to go out there and crush it every day. And stepping on that mark and hearing action is that's when I start to fly. It was just incredible, the fact that I'm like, wow, I'm actually playing in. Especially when we cut the beard off and, got the hair right, got the mustache.
Yeah.
The biceps were glistening, you know what I mean? But it was great, truly.
No, thank you, Shamier. And for those who haven't seen it, you look exactly like the guy. You speak exactly like Ben. It's absolutely amazing. Game TV, Paramount Plus. You can watch 2 episodes every week, I want to say. You definitely have to check it out after this. Ben, it's been, I'm sure, a whirlwind from the inception of the series to where we are today. Is there a favorite moment or something that sticks out to you from this entire journey?
Well, I like when Charlie and Karen Robinson came inside the room and then started talking about Ben and coaches and so forth. I mean, it's a lot of scenery that was very nice to see and nice to watch to watch Shamier play me and stuff like that. But to me, I was just thrilled. I was just laughing all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that the audience and everybody that watching it and seeing it feel the same way as I do. And my granddaughter was also there, and my daughter was also there. I don't want to say their name because I keep them out of the public for 38 years, and it's not fair for them to be a part of it because they don't understand. And I can take the punches.
Yeah.
I'm very strong mentally, physically, emotionally. So I can take the punches like I did for 38 years. So I just keep them out of the public.
We're now giving you applauses. No more punches, man.
Yes.
Applauses.
Perfectly said. And just before we wrap up, Shamier, have you taken him to Fredericks yet?
For those of you who knows Fredericks, Scarborough staple. I have not taken Ben Johnson there yet, but we should definitely do dinner there. Fredericks, I would go there every single year on my birthday. Literally, my mom would take us there and I'm not even saying it. How do you actually say it?
There's no R.
There's no R. But I say Fredericks, because we're Jamaican and we make up words all the time. But it's Fredericks. And it's an incredible restaurant. I co-sign it every day. I co-sign it on every interview that I've been on. And if you guys haven't, it's around the corner. The food is amazing. Chili chicken, extra gravy, extra onions, extra spicy. Manchurian fried rice. Thank me later.
There's the order. So that wraps it up. So I just want to do another round of applause for these two amazing gentlemen. Thanks for watch on the ATV and Paramount Plus, and thank you to Scarborough Town Centre for hosting us. And thank you, everyone. Thanks for coming and joining us today and being part of the Hate the Player experience. And I appreciate y'all and watch the show.
And thanks to Jesse, guys, who owns Scarborough Spots. He's getting a star on the Walk of Fame. What date? April 15th. Real Scarborough legend, pioneer, and he's so gracious. Let's also give him this flower. Round of applause to this guy.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, man. All right, y'all. Make sure the star's not bigger than mine, though. Thank you all so much. I want to shake everyone's hand before we leave, take some photos, and then I'm out of here. I got to get some food.
Yeah. Veterans.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow, the amazing Scarborough man. That should be a movie.
Maybe that's the next movie.
Yeah.
We should. Thank you. Tukes, keep you guys warm out there, but Tukes. But yeah, thank you again, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you.